So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. In today's video, we are back with another throwback rebuild, and today it's the 2015-16 Oklahoma City Thunder. In some ways, I feel like the 2015-16 Oklahoma City Thunder almost deserve their own documentary. As I'm sure many of you are aware, this was Kevin Durant's final season with the Thunder. They made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. They went up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors. And then, of course, the Warriors stormed back and went on to blow their own 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. It was quite the season of basketball. This was my childhood, man. I was like 15, 16 years old throughout all of this. And honestly, it's absolutely insane what these two blown leads went on to create come off-season time. Today, we're going to see if we can rewrite history a little bit, maybe convince Kevin Durant to stay, and hopefully get the Thunder a championship. We're rebuilding the 2015-16 Thunder today because I found a really good roster. I feel like I haven't done a Thunder rebuild in a while, and I'm sure many Thunder fans would definitely appreciate it. So I have a really good file right now that I did save, so if there's any other teams from 2015-16 you really want me to rebuild, make sure to let me know down below in the comments section. But very much looking forward to this one today, man. We're going to take a walk back on memory lane. And hopefully, Thunder fans, we can get you that championship. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this Oklahoma City Thunder roster before we get into simming any games. I might have a trade or two, but of course, in real life, we all know how this season went. It was a very good one for the Thunder, and then it became very bad very, very quickly. So let's talk about it. The point guard spot, Russell Westbrook. He's 26 years old. He's an 89 overall. The man is just absolutely insane. He hadn't won his MVP yet, but he's still playing at an absolute elite superstar level. He's going to be a building block for us today, obviously, and hopefully going to be a long-term piece for us. Cameron Payne is here, only 21 years old. I think about all the time that little kind of pre-game ritual warm-up dance that Cam Payne and Russell Westbrook used to do. It takes me back, man. It really does. But he's only a 72, so for year one, he'll probably be my backup point guard. Hopefully he develops well. He can stay there kind of throughout the course of this video, but we'll see. Probably year-to-year thing with him. Shooting guard spot's an interesting one. You know, for me, Dion Waiters never really panned out as many were kind of hoping in the NBA for a fourth overall. Are these numbers legit? God damn. Okay, well, maybe he had a little better than I thought he was. But Dion Waiters is not going to be my starting shooting guard the entirety of today's video. Andre Roberson, that's not actually Andre Roberson. I just don't think he was in the game. So, yeah, Andre here, defensive specialist. It's tough watching him shoot the basketball, but obviously very good defensive player. Anthony Morrow is here again. Good depth piece. Randy Foye on this team. Again, nobody here at this shooting guard spot really excites me too much, so maybe we'll make a trade. We'll see. Mr. Kevin Durant is an expiring contract this offseason. Obviously went on to go join the team that beat him, creating one of, if not the greatest super team of all time in Golden State. And yeah, for me, I got to do whatever I got to do to keep this man happy. Hopefully he can be kind of our savior, as I'm sure many Thunder fans thought he once was going to be, and lead us to a championship. Kyle Singler, probably not going to be very much of anything for me. I don't really love that contract, not going to lie to you. Power forward spot, Serge Ibaka, 26 years old, only an 80 overall. I feel like that overall should be a little bit higher, but back in his day, Serge Ibaka, if you will. Tremendous defensive presence. Really good power forward option for us here today. You got Nick Collison, who I'm pretty sure his jersey is retired by the Thunder. I think. I could be mixing that up. We got Mitch McGary here and then Josh Huestis as well. So we're going to have to make some depth moves at some point in time. We have Enes Kanter, or whatever the hell you want to call him these days. We have a 22-year-old Stephen Adams. So two decent center options. We're definitely going to make a few trades. We're going to make our first trade here with the San Antonio Spurs. I know it's a little bit strange because both of these teams were very good and pretty much rivals at this point in time. But nonetheless, it's not a realistic rebuild. And this trade's going to benefit us greatly. We're getting a really good shooter here in Danny Green. Good 3-and-D guy. Multi-year contract. Top of the fact we're acquiring a first-round draft pick that, although might not be super valuable, it's still a draft pick, and we're not really giving up a whole lot in terms of value. So, Danny Green, welcome to Oklahoma City. Going to take over as my starting shooting guard. Might have one or two more trades. Not going to be anything really too big, though. Our next and what will likely be our final deal is going to come with the Phoenix Suns. Here's how it's going to look. Randy Foye, Kyle Singler, 2 second-round picks heading to Phoenix for PJ Tucker, and John Lure. Not a name I've heard in a long time. But this trade is obviously for Tucker. We're going to get a slight upgrade behind Mr. Kevin Durant. Again, another 3-and-D player can come off the bench, really impact the game, and maybe the few minutes that he's going to get. And he's on a multi-year deal. So, again, another trade I really do like. I think it's going to fit this team and what we're looking for super well. That is probably going to be the final trade if I had to guess. Again, the bench isn't great just because some guys are young. There's really not a ton of high overalls, but I think we can live with it for maybe one season, then we'll upgrade in the offseason. I don't really love the idea of playing 34-year-old Nick Collison, but I don't know how much loyalty Thunder fans have to him, but I'm almost positive the man's jersey's hanging in the rafters, so I don't want to trade a franchise legend, I guess. Let's set the rotation. After a few smaller end trades to bolster this bench, we are officially ready to kick off our first season here in Oklahoma City. Now, this team on paper is obviously very talented. Some of the additions we made are definitely going to benefit us, and hopefully there's no blown through in leads. Russell Westbrook, Danny Green, I guess one of the trades helped bolster our starting five, but again, Danny Green at that 76 overall will be my starting shooting guard. Got Kevin Durant here at the small forward position, KD, and then I'm starting Enes Kanter. I mean, I think in the long run, we all probably are very much aware that Steven Adams turned out to be the better player. Enes Kanter could not guard a parked car in a pick and roll, but for now, he's 4 overalls higher. If it was like 2, maybe I could go ahead and get away with it, but Enes Kanter will start for now. Adams will be my 6th man, though, off the bench. I know it's incredibly rare that I have a traditional big man as a 6th man, but in a situation like this where there's really not some star guard coming off the bench, or at least some 76 overall, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, whatever it may be, I want to get Steven Adams minutes. PJ Tucker, newly acquired, is going to be behind him. I back up small forward. You got Andre Roberson in here, Cameron Payne, Nick Collison rounding out this 10-man rotation. So, again, on paper, this team is extremely talented. You know, there shouldn't be a lot of problems in the Western Conference outside of the Golden State Warriors, who are obviously the defending champs at this point in time. You know, and you got the San Antonio Spurs. There are some good teams here right now. So, there's not a lot of depth in terms of quality, talented teams, but this is a really good team in and of itself. I'll see you guys at the end of year 1. This game never fails to amaze me. I'm sure many of you are aware the 2015-16 season was the year the Golden State Warriors broke the best record in NBA history and went 73-9, beating out the 72-10 Chicago Bulls. And yeah, the Thunder here that we are controlling and rebuilding just went 73-9. So yeah, it's all some sort of... We're in the Matrix, basically, is what I'm trying to say. LeBron James is your MVP. Obviously went on to actually win the finals in real life, coming back from being down 3-1. Was Joel Embiid technically a rookie this season? Yeah, because he missed this I don't even know. Lou Will is your 6th man of the year. He is a Laker. Anthony Davis still in New Orleans at this point in time. Your D-boy Giannis is most improved. Scott Brooks, as I mentioned, 73-9. Yeah, it's going to take home coach of the year. Is that Al Jefferson I saw on the NBA first team? That's cool. All right, let's dive into it a little bit. Standings-wise, oh my God, this Warriors team that actually went 73-9 in real life, 43-39. I don't know. It's insane. And then here's a look at the Eastern Conference. The Cavs going 67-15, far and away the best team in that conference, and maybe a little bit of a finals matchup. We'll find out. Let's dive into some numbers on the season. How did everybody play? Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, both 23.5 points per game. I mean, just so elite, or 23.5 plus points per game. Both so elite. Kanter was actually pretty good. I don't like Enes Kanter, but the man's playing some pretty good basketball, or at least whoever the hell this CPU-generated Enes Kanter is. Steven Adams, Serge Ibaka, Danny Green. Who's Ray McCallum? I have no idea who that is. Cameron Payne, Andre Roberson. You got Tucker in here, Collison as well. Rebounds per game is going to be Kanter, and assists is Russell Westbrook. So we have the New Orleans Pelicans here in the first round. We got Drew Holiday, Eric Gordon, Tyreek Evans, Anthony Davis, Omar Ashik. This is pre-DeMarcus Cousins trade, I believe. Was this the year they got him? When did they get him? It was the season after this, I believe, right? Because it was at the deadline. It was near the All-Star game, right? It must have been the season after this. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, we are up 1-0. Make it 2-0, 3-0. And honestly, I don't know if anybody's really going to stop us. I mean, this team is just so goddamn good. We take a look at the Thunder here, obviously led by James Harden. You got a Patrick Beverley, Trevor Ariza, Michael Beasley. Dwight Howard is here. He's an 85 overall. Dwight's time with the Rockets wasn't fantastic by any means, but he's still a really solid, serviceable NBA center. James Harden probably playing at an MVP. What the fuck are these playoff stats? That's insane. I mean, this regular season is nuts too, but oh my God. All right, well, that's insane. I did not mean to do that. They do win game 1. We take back on game 2 and game 3. They tie it up at 2s. They go up 3-2. We force game 7, and we, I guess, come back from being down 3-2. Wow. Okay. Well, we do not have to see the Warriors. They did sweep the 2-seed Grizzlies in round 1 and then lost in 7 to the Utah Jazz in the West semis. Let's take a look at this Jazz team. You got Dante Exum. Okay, there's respectfully. There's just no fucking way. Okay, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the NBA Finals. Now, I will say they have the best player in the series. LeBron was still absolutely insanely best player in the world at this point in time. That's my take anyways. I know how good KD was. I know how good Steph was. Just my opinion. I think LeBron James was always the best player in the league at this point in time. Well, we're going to find out. Let's head to the NBA Finals. We do win game 1. We lose 2, win 3, go up 3-1, and can we head back to Oklahoma City, not blow a 3-1 lead, and close them out on our home floor here, and get this duo a championship that they obviously never got together in real life. Russell Westbrook still chasing that ring. Kevin Durant chasing a real ring. Let's hop in. I'll apologize in advance. I know I probably just pissed somebody off with that Kevin Durant comment. I am kidding. I'm sorry. I don't need to comment about it. All right, this one's pretty much over. Again, I know I didn't do a lot in terms of what I changed about this team to actually get them a championship. Yes, I promise going forward, when I do these 2015-16 rebuilds, if you guys want to see more of them, I will make sure that they're obviously with more challenging teams. I honestly didn't think that this one was going to be as easy. I also didn't think the Warriors were going to win 43 games. So, yeah, that kind of threw a little bit of a foil in my plan, if you will. I don't know why these stupid signs are on. It annoys me. Danny Green, little 3-point shot. How about it, Danny? All right, so we'll do a couple more possessions here. Obviously, I want to win more than just this 1 year, so we're not going to end the video or anything like that. But, of course, it is definitely always nice to get a championship in year one, and especially a championship that never actually happened in real life. So, Kevin Durant on LeBron, two of the best players in the world at this point in time. Hell, they still are two of the best players in the world, and we're in 2024. What are we, 8 years later at this point? So crazy, man. It is. Just the dominance of those two. It's insane. And I know Steph was in the conversation, unanimous MVP 2015 and all that shit, but it's insane. It really is. All right, man. One more defensive possession. We'll do one more offensive possession. I'm just going to let LeBron shoot. Just shoot. Just go. Just shoot. LeBron, shoot. Oh, my God. Shoot the ball. Oh, my shit. All right, LeBron hits the mid-range jumper, which is kind of a lost art. I feel like the mid-range jumper just doesn't really get used anymore. I feel like it's all like layups, dunks, three-point shots. It's crazy how much the NBA can change. All right, we're going to throw it up to Ibaka. That one missed badly. I can't end on that. I don't want to do this anymore, but Iman, thank you. All right, let's get one more good offensive possession. I want to get Kevin Durant involved a little bit, so let's get KD the ball here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to call an ISO. I'm going to put Bron and KD one-on-one. Let's see if we can maybe cook by Bron. Oh, my Kevin Durant. Good night. Year one ends a lot differently than this season actually did for the real Oklahoma City Thunder. They still give LeBron James Finals MVP. I mean, you just... come on. Come on, 2K. All right, we get the championship, though, nonetheless. Player retirements. Kevin Garnett calls it a career. Steve Nash was with the Heat. Interesting. Kobe, Paul Pierce, Vince Carter, Jermaine O'Neal. A lot of legends here, man. Really is. Let's get into it because obviously we still are going to have to rebuild this team. Or not rebuild, but I guess retool, if you will. This video ain't over. So we're not going to have a lottery pick. I guess unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it. And it is the Sixers, the Lakers, the Pistons, Celtics, and Pacers. Staff signing, we're going to obviously keep Scott Brooks. It would be idiotic to fire a championship-winning head coach. Do we have our first-round pick? We do not, which is fine. I can live with it. I don't really think anybody I was going to draft this year was going to make a significant impact anyways. So, team player options. I'm bringing back, not Mitch McGarry. 69 overall is not going to have any value. I'd like to make some upgrades all across the board. Again, I know that's insane to say for a team that just won it all and won 60 or 73 games. My number one priority right now is Kevin Durant. He has a contract offer from the Celtics, much like he did in real life. I think the final two teams it came down to after the Thunder were the Celtics and the Warriors, obviously, if my memory serves me correctly. So I am just going to give Kevin Durant a max contract. That's a max. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm hoping he doesn't leave. He did not. Okay. That's obviously big. Getting KD back or losing Kevin Durant would have absolutely killed me. It would have. So LeBron, 21 offers. Looks like he might take his talents to Philadelphia. Can you imagine that? Did the Cavs not offer him anything? What is this? What is this? Oh, man, that's bad. That's bad. I get maybe not wanting to do a 4-year deal, but, I mean, actually, I really don't even get it. But, why would you offer him that? That's insane. Philadelphia, perhaps, for Mr. LeBron James. That would have been crazy. All right, we're going to get into some trades. Let's see what we can do. We're making a trade with the team we just beat in the NBA Finals, and we are going to be picking up Mr. Kevin Love here. Look, Enes Kanter had a really actually good season for us. I don't like Enes Kanter. I'm not going to pretend that I do. And Kevin Love's an improvement. He's an upgrade in my opinion. So we're going to play him at the power forward spot. I already checked. Serge Ibaka's overall stays the same if you move him to center. On top of that, we're getting a first-round draft pick from Cleveland. Nick Collison is going to be leaving us. I know. Got him a championship now. I don't care. If Thunder fans are going to get mad at me for this one, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But very happy to have Kevin Love on this team. Just going to provide even another element to what this team and how dangerous this team can really be. So Ibaka goes to the center spot. Fine by me. Get a little bit more floor space in here with Mr. Kevin Love. I'd also like to upgrade the shooting guard spot. I don't have a problem with Danny Green. I think he's a fine, kind of viable, I guess, fifth option, if you will. But You know, he's 30 years old. I think there's an upgrade out there. Let's see if we can find it. I'm working on a trade here with the Milwaukee Bucks and see if there's like any level of willingness to trade me Chris Middleton. And I guess there is. I gave up Andre Roberson. I gave up Danny Green in one first-round pick. It was actually our first next year, which of course won't really be valuable. So Chris Middleton isn't what he is today, or I guess like 2021 version of Chris Middleton, but I think long-term, he's going to be a better option than what we had there with Danny Green. So super excited to have Middleton. At this point, it's about bolstering the bench. I'm going to leave Tucker behind Durant. I do need to find an upgrade at the backup power forward spot, and then obviously we're all set at center, and then a backup shooting guard. So really not a lot in terms of what I have to do with this team. I'm just going to take a sec. That's fine. Let's just look at the options here. Like Gerald Green could be an option for agency. I see Evan Turner here. Power forward options. Not elite. I think Ryan Anderson wouldn't be a bad idea, though. Get a guy that can space the floor a little bit. Definitely not a bad, okay, serious? Fucking Christ. Really, Ryan? Oh, fucking A. All right, Trevor Booker. How about you? Thank you. All right, and then the shooting guard options. OJ Mayo doesn't excite me a ton, but compared to what else I'm seeing here, he might be the best option. So OJ Mayo, probably going to regress like crazy. In all likelihood, he'll be our 10th and final. Fucking Christ. Is he still here? Do you want a 2-year deal? No, you don't. I don't know. I can't offer him more than that. So, you know what? Go somewhere else. That's fine. Go to the Bulls. Okay. Shooting guard. Sonny Weems. I mean, good Lord. Yeah, this is not a good list at all. This is a tough bench. Leandro Barbosa. How about it? 1 season? Seriously? Can I have a fucking shooting guard, please? What the hell? Shannon Brown. Come on down. Okay. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. Fresh off the greatest season in NBA history that resulted in a championship, we are here at the start of year 2. We had a very productive offseason. Started it off with the biggest point for us in re-signing Mr. Kevin Durant. He is back. I'm excited. This team is heading definitely in a good direction. So Russ, going to be my starting point guard. Chris Middleton here at the 2. KD ended up re-signing. Am I seeing some regression there on Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook? And Kevin? What the hell? All right. That's weird. That's very strange. Bench unit: Steven Adams, PJ Tucker, Cameron Payne, Trevor Booker, and Shannon Brown. Obviously, the bench unit still isn't, elite in any means for a bench unit, but the starting 5 is insane, even if there is very strange regression. See you guys at the end of year 2. LeBron did go to Philadelphia. I feel like there was a possibility of that at one point in time, and, well, he made it come true. He wins the MVP award once again. We go 68-14 throughout this regular season, giving a big FU to 2K and their regression bullshit, but we are still here. We're still dominant. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. Okay. And Schroeder, 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis is your depoy. Once again, you got Marcus Smart, Most Improved. Scott Brooks, 2nd straight Coach of the Year. So we are heading into what could be a very, very fun playoff run for us. Hoping to go back-to-back, and I think, in all honesty, we have the team to do it. Wow, the Cavs lost Braun and still won 56 games. Kyrie, goddamn, you must have been just carrying that fucking team. All right, here are the numbers. KD, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton. Obviously, we added a couple more elite scoring options with Love and Middleton, so help space out some of the scoring numbers. Wow, Kevin Love, 12 boards a game. That's why that happened. All right, Pelicans round 1 once again. I believe this is the exact team we faced last season. Pretty decent team. I just don't really think they can match up with us whatsoever. So hoping this one goes relatively easy. We're up 3-0, and that is a clean sweep. Western Conference semis. We knew we were going to have to see him at some point in time throughout the course of this video. It has finally happened. They have Amari Stoudemire in their starting 5. Oh, my God. Okay, that's ring chasing at its finest. We lose game 1, win game 2, we win game 3, up 3-1. We close them out in 5. I guess the Warriors just aren't near. Maybe I should do a Warriors rebuild, right? I mean, I didn't think I would have to because this team went 73-9 throughout this actual season. Obviously didn't win with, I guess, that team, or well, they kind of did because they won the year prior. You know what I'm saying. If you want to see a Warriors rebuild, let me know. 6-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves on a bit of a Cinderella run here. Dirk is a Timberwolf? Oh, my God. Don't ruin a man's reputation and the legacy. I mean, he's playing well. I'm not saying it's his fault, but come on, Dallas. Just re-sign the guy. Oh, wow. They actually want... Hang on a damn minute. What is happening? What the fuck? No way. How did we go down 3-0? I should have checked the stats when we were down 3-0. How did we go down 3-0 to the fucking Timberwolves? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's no way that team wins at all, right? What? Maybe LeBron was the problem. I don't know. What the fuck is this video? Oh, my God. Okay, well, that is definitely an interesting one. I mean, I don't really have any words. You got two of the greatest power forwards of all time entering the Hall of Fame, jersey retirements, historic changes, timeout systems getting introduced. That's not the challenge. The challenge is newer than that in 2017. This is just the Nike logo for all the teams, so that's cool. Draft lottery time. I don't think... Oh, I saw a Thunder logo. Maybe we do. That's a Spurs. Okay, I think we actually should have that draft pick. And yeah, we're going to have the number 11 overall pick here in the 2017 draft. This is the Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell draft. I'm going to bring back Scott Brooks. There's no reason for me to really look elsewhere. He's done a fantastic job with our team so far. Let's head up to the draft. The 11th overall pick is obviously not, top of the top, but it's definitely not nothing. And it's a draft pick we can use to really bolster maybe the bottom end of this bench a little bit. Maybe add a scorer off the bench. So, I know we're not getting Tatum or Mitchell or Bam Adebayo, any of those really elite players, but it'll be nice. They take Mitchell. Oh my God, Tatum fell to 5. Holy shit. All right, let's see who's available for us here. I see. Well, maybe I will get Bam Adebayo. I know I said would have preferred an elite scoring option, but Bam Adebayo is a really solid backup center option. I see Markelle Fultz here as well, who actually went number 1 overall in this draft in real life. And there's some other decent players here, but not taking Bam Adebayo here would almost feel like malpractice. So we're going to take Bam. Welcome to the team. Probably going to be my backup center moving forward. He's a 76 overall. Okay, team player options. Ibaka declines. Tucker accepts. We're going to bring back Payne as well. So I'd like to make sure... Oh, Steven Adams also. Both of our centers are free agents. And Russell Westbrook. Fuck. Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure we get Russ back. Is this Steph Curry I see here? It's 11 offers. Obviously, we're not signing him. I cannot believe Russ doesn't have a single contract. I'm just going to offer him one. I'm going to pay Steven Adams. And I'm going to pay Serge Ibaka. Please tell me all three accept. They do. And at this point in time, unfortunately, I'm probably going to be trading Steven Adams if I had to guess. I ultimately think moving him in his little bit of a bigger contract would be a little bit smarter. Maybe there's an argument to trade Ibaka as well, but unless the trade's perfect, I'm probably going to trade Adams. So let's see how we can bolster this bench unit. We're making a trade here with the Toronto Raptors. We're going to be picking up Eric Bledsoe to be our new point guard off the bench. A little bit bigger of a scoring option than what we had with Cameron Payne. And Cameron Payne, unfortunately, will now probably be traded for a backup shooting guard. So super excited. I don't love the idea of giving up Steven Adams. Thunder fans may be pissed at that one as well. But ultimately, we're getting a really good player that's going to be a sixth-man for us. Something we've kind of lacked throughout the course of this video. So Cameron Payne, we're going to look at some shooting guard options. Again, we're probably not going to find anything elite. But I'd like to just see, Nick Stauskas is probably not going to cut it for me. I'm sure there's some other options. Oh my goodness, Valentine. I can't get over it every time I see it. All right, I'm not seeing anybody here. It's not really a huge surprise considering the contract. I mean, I see Courtney Lee. UConn, right? No, Western Kentucky. I'm trying to think of somebody else. All right, there's nobody else here. So, oh my God. I might just be a world-class asshole and just sign, Jarrett Jack at a free agency and then include him in a trade. Look, I don't like doing this, but when the market looks like that, I don't really have any other choice. So let's see if we can hopefully find somebody who's just competent at the shooting guard spot. Again, it doesn't need to be anybody significant. Oh my God, there's nothing there. All right, combined $5 million. This is literally the final piece of this video. Let's see if we can find a shooting guard, maybe a guy on his rookie contract that's mid to high. Tony Allen's just geriatric at this point. Booker's not going to happen. Levine probably not going to happen. How about a guy like Buddy Hield? Good shooting presence off the bench for me. They still won't take that. How about if I have some draft. Okay, cool. All right, man, we are all set. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final regular season. The first two seasons here with the Thunder have been really great. One a little bit better than the other one. But nonetheless, we are here for year 3. We're looking for a second championship of this video, and I really do think this is the team that can get it done. Starting 5 remains exactly the same. Russell Westbrook, Chris Middleton, Kevin Durant, Kevin Love, Serge Ibaka. It's a very talented 1 through 5. The bench got significantly better. Eric Bledsoe is going to be my 6th man off the bench. We have Buddy Hield here as our backup shooting guard, Bam Adebayo, who we just drafted, PJ Tucker, and Trevor Booker. So I like it. We've done a really good job with this team, in my opinion. We had a really embarrassing exit last year in the playoffs to a to a Timberwolves team that was really young in some sense and then really old with Dirk. But we're ready. We're going to bounce back a little bit. I'll see you guys at the end of year 3. I'm getting some serious deja vu here at the end of year 3. Once again, we go 73-9. Once again, LeBron James is your MVP. That is 3 straight years of LeBron MVPs. That is the second time this video. We've gone 73-9. De'Aaron Fox, Rookie of the Year. He is a member of the New York Knicks. Brandon Knight, 6th man in Phoenix. Anthony Davis, once again, is your depoy. Karl Anthony Towns, most improved. And Scott Brooks just doing nothing but winning Coach of the Years throughout the course of this video. Let's dive into it a little bit standings-wise. 19 games up on the 2-seeded Timberwolves, who embarrassed the everlasting hell out of us last season in the playoffs. 6ers, and who the hell is John Wall? Yeah, Bradley Beal. 6ers, 19 games up on the 2-seeded Timberwolves, who embarrassed the everlasting hell out of us last season in the playoffs. 6ers, and who the hell is John Wall? Yeah, Bradley Beal. 6ers, and who the hell is John Wall? Yeah, Bradley Beal. I don't get it, man. All right, let's dive into some numbers real quick. Let's see how things are looking. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Middleton, Love, Hield. Everything looks good. I really do think so. Rebounds for games, Kevin Love, and assists is Russell Westbrook. Round 1, it is us and the Memphis Grizzlies. Isaiah Cannon, Wesley Matthews. What the fuck? All right, I know Marcus Gasol is a good player, but there's just not a God's chance in hell. All right, we win in 5. Moving on to the Houston Rockets. James Harden, MVP caliber player, just insane numbers all across the board. Still got Dwight Howard here. Although this team doesn't really scare me a lot. So I think this team's beatable. We're up 3-0. They do win game 4. We win in 5. It is time for some revenge against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rubio, Levine, Wiggins, James Johnson in there. Karl Anthony Towns, you got Terrence Jones, Gorgie Jang off the bench. Again, I thought they were beatable last year, so maybe I got to take this one a little. No, I don't. Okay. We sweep. What probably should have happened last year. We were taking on LeBron in the Philadelphia 76ers. You got LeBron, Simmons, and Embiid, just an insane 1 through 3. And Nick Stauskas, Langston Galloway, you got Jahlil Okafor, who I thought was the next best thing when he was drafted back in 2015. I thought the guy was going to be really good for a long time. Obviously, he was not. We are up 2-0. We are up 3-0, and that is the easiest championship of all time. All right, man, we get it done. We get a second championship throughout the course of this video. I mean, my goal to kind of kick this one off was just one championship. I didn't think this team would be quite so dominant, but obviously they were, and they are, and I'm very happy that it ended this way. So, Thunder fans, I hope it's a little bit of an alleviation to some of the pain that this man right here caused you. I'm pretty sure you're fine. You're doing pretty well right now as a team. So, yeah, man, that is it. Of course, if you guys want to see more like historic, LeBron era rebuilds, like I know those can kind of get repetitive, so I like going back, finding customized rosters and doing stuff like this. Always one of my favorite things to do, especially in a time of year in the NBA. It's just everything. I mean, there's no rumors, right? I mean, you guys have seen I've started the offseason rebuilds with teams that have been eliminated. So anything you guys really want to see, I'm sure I'm going to do some more challenges soon. Whatever it may be, let me know down below in the comment section. That's it for me, man. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.